helped our client Eino get this cash flowing, tax saving Airbnb property in this super unknown Airbnb market that ended up cash flowing positive, saving him a ton on his taxes and actually netting him more savings than he ended up putting into the deal. So this is a smaller property, but he ended up doing a $601,000 purchase price with about 10% down all in, including his closing costs. He was just under $60,000 all into this deal. Now, once Eino closed on this home, he didn't need to really add that much in terms of furnishing, but he did put in an estimated $7,500 to $10,000 in some small furniture replacements and improvements. And what happened next is crazy. Eino was cash flow positive over the first 18 months on average from launching this property, but that's not the true crazy part. What's interesting about this property is he got what's called a cost segregation study. Now, this cost segregation study is this thing that allows Eino or anybody who runs a short-term rental business to take what's called bonus depreciation. So this cost segregation company did an analysis and they determined that around 38% of the total purchase price, which was just over $230,000, was something that he could accelerate and write off from his total taxable income in year one. And because Eino is a super high income earner and has crazy tax brackets and a tax bill that is insane, Eino ended up saving over $90,000 in 1 year by buying this property, which was way in excess of what he actually put into the deal. So Eino got a massive tax savings that was more than what he even put into the deal. And the cherry on the cake was some small cash flow every single month on average after he actually went live with the property. Now, our company, My BnB Accelerator, can help you do the same three key things. Number one, we will find you an existing cash flowing Airbnb in one of our preferred markets that is already cash flow positive. We will negotiate the price, the terms, and get you super low money down payment terms so that we can do number two, which is keep the process of closing and then handing off the property to a co-hosting company 95% done for you, meaning you really don't need to lift a finger except during those super mission critical moments where we need your input, where we need you to sign things, etc. Key deliverable number three is the handoff to what's called a co-hosting company. A co-hosting company is a third-party company that will handle 95% of the day-to-day stuff when it comes to managing the property, managing the guests, the cleaning teams, the vendors, etc., so that you don't have to and you can stay focused on the high leverage things. An important note here is it's very, very easy for you and a spouse to qualify for this thing called material participation. Even if you are working with a co-hosting company, we can talk more about this on a call. So if you are someone who, like Eino, makes over $400,000 per year, is sick and tired of literally throwing away hundreds of thousands of dollars every single year on your tax bill. If you're at $400,000 per year, for context, that's like a $300 to $400 per day tax bill, which is like driving to the Apple store, grabbing your favorite iPad mini in whatever color, driving back home, smashing it in front of your family every single day. If you're in the higher end of like $600,000 to $1 million per year, your tax bill is somewhere closer to like $500 to $600 per day, all the way up to like $900 to $1,200 per day. That's getting into the territory where you're buying a MacBook Air, taking that thing home and smashing it in front of your family every single day. And if you're familiar with the best investor of our generation, Warren Buffett, his number one quote on investing and making money is rule number one is don't lose money. Rule number two is see rule number one. Now, if you are somebody who's thinking or saying to yourself, I'm going to do this on my own, or this is going to be my year, let's get real. The reality is this stuff is hard. There are a lot of points of failure that Eino, even though he got amazing tax benefits and cash flow, there are a lot of things that can go wrong throughout the process. Our goal at BnB Accelerator is to make sure we handhold you through everything 95% done for you so that you don't step on the landmines that we have stepped on ourselves before we even started helping clients do this years ago. So click the link somewhere around this video if you're finally ready to stop throwing away money to get massive tax savings with a cash flowing short-term rental that's already pre-furnished, already live as a short-term rental. You get to take that thing over and there will be a co-hosting company who keeps this as hands-off as possible. So click the link somewhere around this video and we'd love to show you how it's done.